Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Enfys Tarot. It is Tuesday, January 28th, 2025, and that means it's time for True Intentions Tuesday. And I'm wondering if any of the new moon in Aquarius energy is going to be filtering down into these cards today. I'm not quite sure. I did a little bit of meditating sitting here as I was shuffling the deck, and I did feel a surge of energy. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like as I start pulling the cards, but I've got our Aquarian Tarot cards ready to go, and I'm excited to use those because they're just so beautiful. And start thinking about the people in your lives who have some influence on you in one way or another. Could be romantic relationships, friendships, business partnerships, people you work with, your neighbors, extended family, kids. Just start thinking about the people that have an impact on you as I'm shuffling the cards here. And that way, when I start to pull, you will have a better idea of who the card might be referring to. I think we might be just about ready here. Let's see. Tribe. That's definitely Aquarius energy. Guys, we seem very aligned in a lot of ways. You're my kind of people. I have never pulled this card before. This is 100% new moon in Aquarius energy. Aquarians are the types of zodiac who seek their tribe. They seek their community. They want to work with others. They want to co-create, co-conspire, bring newness into the world by way of communicating with other people and getting everyone in alignment. So 110%, this is a new moon in Aquarius, true intentions reading, tribe, all right? So definitely this week, be seeking out the people that you connect with. If you happen to be on social media and somebody makes a comment and you're like, yeah, that is 100% how I'm feeling about it, make a comment. Answer them, respond to them, connect with people. If you're at the grocery store and someone's walking around and they catch your eye and you're not sure why, maybe find something to bring up. Say something to them about what they're wearing or whatever it was that drew you to them in the first place. Call it out. You want to be open this week. You want to be yourself. Be walking around in your truest form this week, because Aquarius energy is in the works and we're all looking for our tribe, the people that we most are in alignment with. And we got that message yesterday in our Magic Monday reading. We had that Three of Pentacles that came through, and it was talking about getting your tribe together. Getting your cohort, getting your team. So, okay, let's pull the Rider-Waite-Smith and find out. I called it Rider-Waite-Smith. This deck is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but it is different artwork. This is the Aquarian Tarot deck. Same meanings, all the cards. So let's go ahead and pull from this deck and see how this is going to show up. What can we do about it? What are we looking for? What are our breadcrumbs? How does this play out? All right, Four of Swords in reverse. Get off your butts. All right, that's number one. Knight of Pentacles, and start taking deliberate action, deliberate steps, measured, calculated, little by little every day, planting the seeds. If you're not already aligned with your tribe, if you're seeking people to join forces with, it really is time this week to start planting those seeds, taking those little steps. probably going to have some difficulty getting your tribe together if you're waiting for them to just fall into your lap, right? We've got to act on this. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is the same thing. Come out of isolation. Come out of your scarcity mentality. Come out of the things that make you feel ostracized, isolated, disenfranchised. You know, step away from that. Re-enter into the communities that you feel like you belong with. Page of Rods. Okay, this is about learning some new things, getting inspired. The pages are always talking about being a student, right? Being curious. And the Page of Wands especially is about getting inspiration and feeling curious, really leaning in. We're getting a very similar reading to the reading we got yesterday, where we're being asked to really lean into those things that are inspiring to us, that make us experience joy or elation or contentment, peace, harmony. Find those little things and lean into them. And then there's a snowball effect, right? If we're constantly sort of trapped in this Five of Pentacles situation where we're feeling very displaced and disconnected, it's very, very hard for us to, you know, jump from that into this amazing universe full of, I don't know, joy and connection. And a lot of videos that you see, you know, kind of floating around out there, they do a lot of timeline jumping conversations. A lot of what we see on the internet would make one feel like it happens overnight. Like we're going to wave a magic wand and all of a sudden miracles occur and everything falls into place and we live happily ever after, right? And it makes us feel like if that hasn't happened yet, we must be doing something wrong. It must be impossible for us to achieve. It isn't that miracles don't happen. Of course miracles happen. They happen all the time. Part of the problem that we face is that we're not recognizing them when they occur, and we're also not allowing small miracles to bring us joy, and we're not leaning into them because of that doubt. Aquarius energy wants us to remove the doubt. Get rid of all that doubt and just start recognizing, acknowledging, leaning in. I mean, that's one of the basics of, you know, the secret and gratitude manifestation is recognizing and acknowledging all of the things that bring us happiness and peace and contentment and joy. So the Page of Rods today is really inviting us to start seeking, start learning, all right? Two of Swords in reverse. We already know what we want. We're not confused. There's an element that sometimes keeps us stuck here, and that is the element of what am I doing wrong? What do I have to do? And we already kind of know what we have to do, and the first step is making the decision, having that clarity in mind of what it is we want this to look like. This is the co-creating. And this comes from inside. So make sure that any of that self-doubt and confusion is just lifted off. Just let that go and get a clear sense of what it is you're looking for, right? Especially in terms of your tribe, your people that you want to be with. I have a real interest in people who are funny. They can find humor in, you know, any situation. And because I find situations very funny, even the things that are mundane and, you know, kind of everyday, ordinary things, there's a lot of humor that happens that can be very nuanced. If you're not paying attention, you miss it. But I'm constantly seeing funny stuff everywhere. And my tribe, my people, are people who like to laugh and have fun and find humor in the tragedy, right? I mean, we can always look at something and say, oh my gosh, that's such a tragedy. And sometimes it is a real tragedy, but we can also find the funny things within that. So my tribe consists of people who are looking to have a good time. Like, I came here to party, you know, that's why I'm on this planet. I just want to have a good time and have fun and have, you know, see people having fun and finding the humor. So figure out what your tribe is, figure out what you're looking for, and then move forward with that. Knight of Swords in reverse is suggesting that there's still some clarity needed. There's still, like, part of us finding our tribe means getting really true to ourselves and understanding what it is we want and what brings out the best in us. So being able to identify some of our qualities is really important in terms of who do we want to be around. We don't want to be around people who make us feel out of place or stupid or not funny or ugly. You know, we want to be around people that we feel the best of ourselves can flourish in. And that is part of being in a tribe, because the people in the tribe recognize the best parts of you and things work in harmony. It's spinning and working together. You know, it's a really beautiful thing. So get some clarity there. Seven of Rods in reverse. Okay, let me think this through and how this really is showing up here. I mean, this is that feeling of defeat, of not feeling victorious. And I think that a lot of that comes from the struggle of the Five of Pentacles and the struggle of not having clarity. It is going to prolong the cycle for us if we keep on feeling like we don't fit in anywhere. We can't find our tribe. We don't know who we are. We don't know what our goals are. This is a time of co-creating. Like, if you can wake up in the morning and then before you go to bed at night, just be like, you know what? I am ready to co-create. Let's make something happen. Let's make something beautiful occur. Then it puts us in a different state of mind. If we're here and we're like, I don't know, I'm kind of useless. I don't know what I can put out into the world. I don't seem to fit anywhere. We're going to co-create that. So it's important to get that focus. Four of Cups in reverse, missing an opportunity here, right? You gotta recognize when an opportunity is being presented, and right now is an opportunity. Don't let this pass you by. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's time to weed the garden. We got so many of these cards yesterday. It's time to figure out what's working and what isn't working. Move forward with what is working. Leave behind what isn't working, or transmute it. You know, figure out what you want your tribe to look like. And part of that is really, for some people, it really is sort of walking away, not talking about burning any bridges, not talking about massive conflict necessarily, just maybe easing into a group of people who you connect with better on a deeper level. And if you feel like you're finding yourself in social circles that are bringing you down and you can't quite figure out why, you know, you talk to these people and you're like, they're amazing people, I really like these people, but for some reason I always feel crummy when I finish hanging out with them. That means it's just oil and water. You're just not mixing together, and it's time for you to find your group of people, your tribe, who you feel very connected to. Nine of Rods. Yeah, take a look. Take pause and take a look for a moment and see what's brought you to where you are and why you're looking for a tribe and who you want to be with. Take a real look at the people that you've spent time with throughout your life and decide who of those people really brought out the best in you, who you felt most connected to and as your highest good when you were around, and figure out what were the elements of those relationships that really worked, and then feel good about it, and then see if you can find that in the future throughout your day. Is there something, and that's a really good way to find those breadcrumbs. Like, I don't know, you think about a list of people in your life and you're like, yeah, I remember that girl from elementary school and I just had such a great time with her and we were so connected, and then we drifted apart, and that's fine. And, you know, probably, it's not time for me to seek her out. But when you're going in your daily walk of life now, you might end up seeing someone who reminds you of that person. You know, maybe you get a breadcrumb drop, like you used to, I don't know, trade stickers with this person, and you're walking through somewhere and you see someone with a sticker that reminds you of that person. Those breadcrumbs are important, and a lot of those breadcrumbs come from this card right here, this action of this card where you're taking pause and you're looking back at everything that brought you to where you are before you step back in and move forward. So find your tribe this week, guys. There's so much energy coming through with this new moon in Aquarius, and it would be a massive, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say waste, because not everybody is ready to grab onto this shift. Some of this shift is just going to kind of land on people. But if you can be present to it and really accept it as an opportunity and work with it and co-create, I think you're going to find that you're in a much more connected and fulfilled state moving forward. So we're getting some great advice today. It is similar to yesterday's reading, but it definitely feels very much like a reinforcement. And it's part of what we saw in yesterday's reading, what that Three of Pentacles that we had yesterday. This is like how to do that. All right. Are there any more cards for us to pull today? The High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, the veil is thin this week. So be open to new information coming in. Lean into your intuition and be aware that there's so much we don't know because we haven't seen it. Some of it's right in front of our faces, and just because it's always been there, we don't recognize it as, you know, something identifiable, or we take things for granted. That's a real key point coming through here. That's a feeling I'm getting right now on this card, is that we've been taking some things for granted and not fully acknowledging their true character. So be aware of that, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this True Intentions Tuesday reading. This is the new moon in Aquarius edition for sure. I hope you have a wonderful day. Find your tribe. Let me know how this is going. And remember that you're doing this with Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? You're not trying to jump in and make an uproar. It's little steps, little seeds, planting the seeds, okay? And they will grow big, big, big in the future. All right. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow for the All Signs reading.